Nice. Hi everyone, this is Chicho. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another live stream. Today is May 11th, 2024, and we're doing a patio garden chill live stream. Birdie here. What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Let me bring up Censorship chat as well. Eric Artiga. Let's go. We have someone else on the Twitch that would say that. Void says, Eric, are you Void? Let's check it out. Eduardo, how are you doing? Salutations, Eduardo. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to another live stream. Gang, I want to pour myself a drink because it's Saturday. We need to have a drink. It's nice. Birds are chirping. Sun is shining. And if you're lucky enough to be a place where the Empress Genocidal, where bombs aren't dropping on you, and if you haven't been aware, preparing yourself for what is here and what is to come, you deserve a drink. Macman, yo, hope you're doing well. Salutations. Local gin, Empress, 1908. It wasn't made in 1908. I think this was, when was this made? This is probably 2022, 2023. Recently, maybe 2021. This blue. It's a pretty cool color, actually. Super cool color. Oh, I forgot to bring lemon. Someone said it turns a cool color if you put a drop of lemon in there. Should I go get a lemon, gang? Let's have this one with a little soda. Okay, the next one we'll do with the lemon. Let's do a little soda in here, and then we're gonna light up our smoke and enjoy a nice sunny morning, afternoon with the community and chit chat about whatever we want to. Elder God, how are you doing? Patio stream is back. Slowly, the green girls. Can you see the grapes coming in? Plutonic Plurus. Hello, gals and FMGs. Guys. I don't know what the other ones are. Birdie here. Where do you think is more of a mess at the moment, the UK or USA? UK. Still 20 minutes of not forced game. Nice. Who's winning? So double listening. Awesome. Enjoy your football, Elder God. It should be all good here. Really. Salute, gang. Welcome to our live stream. I hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. If you're watching soccer or football, I hope your team is winning. 1-1 Chelsea. Wow. Nottingham Forest and Chelsea 1-1. Oh, wow. We know who you want to win. Chelsea, right? Salute. Nice drink, but strong. Definitely on the strong side. And I'm not usually a gin drinker. Arsenal play tomorrow. Oh, you're Arsenal, not Chelsea. You're Arsenal, not Chelsea. Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United this time around. Or are they playing Manchester United? Gang, we're going Guantanamera, Cristales. I think we're gonna mainly smoke this year in the summer in the patio, because it's very affordable in my part of the world, right? Soon not to be maybe, right? And it's a nice smoke. Right? It's a nice Cuban smoke. Okay. Nice Cuban smoke. Nice tobacco. I've been enjoying it. The ones we have smoked. It's been very nice. Very nice. Birdie here. We want Chelsea and Manchester United to lose. Oh, we want Chelsea and Manchester United to lose. Okay. Manchester United used to be one of the most powerful teams. I don't know if they still are or not. They were. For cigars, what I do is I feel it, see if there's any knots. If there's any knots, I try to open them up. It should be fairly consistent all the way through. The best ones, you can't tell if you're squeezing here or you're squeezing here. Like it should be consistent. Elder Goddess, the birdie here, you got it. So that's what we want, eh? Okay, on with the community. Manchester United and Chelsea to lose. Manchester United have the most tourist fans, but a really bad run football club. Yeah, from what I understand, they were, but at one time they were spending like orders of like so much more than the other clubs, right? Trying to get some of the high profile players, but they weren't performing. This is back in the 90s when I was following them. Mr. Ropedope, how are you doing? Cigar, yes sir. Love the patio streams. How's the weather in BC? The weather in BC is amazing. It's like full on summer. It's like 20 something degrees right now. Like it's hot. It warms you to your bones. That's exactly what you want, right? Warm you to your bones. Very medicinal, very healing, right? Very healing. Very nice. I got my tobacco seeds in and they're already sprouting, right? So I should be able to plant tobacco in a matter of 2 weeks, hopefully, maybe sooner. The cannabis, we were late with the seeds, like really, we were late with the seeds. And what I ended up doing was ordering clones. So hopefully clones will be here this week, maybe Tuesday. And if they're here Tuesday, we're gonna plant them. Okay. I was late. I got busy with family, right? Eduardo, I love some morning sun. Yeah, morning sun, so good, so good. And evening sun, so good, so good. The best sun. It's the best sun. Elder God. The club is currently owned by the City Football Group, CFG, a holding company with a majority stake owned by the Abu Dhabi United Group, a smaller consortium of owners from the United States and China, collectively own 24%. Cool. Goal! Nottingham scored. Nottingham too. And what was the other one? Chelsea won, right? It was Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. Cool. And I posted a documentary on a Gilded server. Where is it? On Gilded server, I posted a documentary in light documentaries and sports about Ryan Reynolds, what do you call it, Deadpool actor, and another actor owning one of the clubs. I forget what the name of the club was in the UK. I have no idea. I think that's a B League club. I don't think it's an A League. Yeah, Wrexham. That's not Series 1. Premier League, right? It's one level lower, Series 1. 1 is, I think, before Premier League. Right? Lower level. No, they're Premier League. Eduardo, Evening Sun is pretty good also. Is evening better? I think evening and morning are really good because they protect you from the bad rays of the sun, because they have to go through more of the atmosphere, so it acts as a filter, right? The direct afternoon sun that's coming straight down, that you gotta have a pretty good tan on to be able to handle that without doing damage. So you get burnt easier with direct top sun than in the evening or morning sun, because they go through more atmosphere, so it acts as a filter, like an SP. Oh, they're League 2, they're not even League 1. Okay. Chiha, how are you doing? Nice to catch this stream, Chicho. Any snacks today? Yeah, I do. I got, I'll show you. I got some eggs, bread, some sweets. So they're tier 3. They're in tier 4. They're in tier 4. So that's what Deadpool owns. I'm cheering for them to go up. Why not? Kendrick Lamar recently? Birdie here is asking, have you listened to Kendrick Lamar recently? I've read some of the lyrics because they've been making my radar, right? So I've been reading some of the lyrics. Interesting stuff. And gang, just as a quick intro, we're on Patreon. Subscribe to our Substack. You can follow the work there. We do have a guilded server for our community. We're live streaming on CensorTube, on Rumble, and on Twitch. Hopefully soon to be on BitChute and Odyssey as well. For some of the live streams, we upload the audio as podcasts on SoundCloud. We're on Twitter, we're on Minds, we're on VK, we're on Truth Social, we're on Substack Notes, and we're on Getter. You're definitely welcome to follow us there. For those of you supporting this work, gang, as always, thank you very much for the support. No matter how you're supporting this work, sharing, liking, commenting, coming to our live streams, whatever it might be. And the greatest support we get is from the mods. So salute to the mods, gang. Salute, salute, salute. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday or Saturday. And tomorrow's Mother's Day, gang. So don't forget Mother's Day. Okay? Domingo. Yeah, listen to some of the lyrics. Borovsky on CensorTube. What is it that you're puffing on? It's Guantanamera Cristales Cuban cigar. Lower end Cuban cigar. Right? In Canada it costs like $11. $12. Okay, $12, let's say. Right? Other parts of the world probably cost like a third of that in Canadian dollars, right? But it's a pretty good cigar. Nice smoke. Goofy X. Yo, Chicho, what's the geomagnetic storm is about? Yeah. We saw some of the northern lights last night. So all it is solar flares are going up, right? Sending charged particles, right? Radiation, if you want to think about it, right? So sun has solar flares, and then they send a wave of charged particles out into the galaxy, into the universe, outside of the pull, within, outside of the gravitational. Well, it's still inside, but it's not affected. It's traveling outwards from the sun, and Earth's orbit goes around it, right? So comes through. Sometimes we miss these waves of solar radiation coming out, right? But this time we're hitting it, and it's supposed to be like 4 or 5, 6 of them or something, 6 big ones this weekend. And this charged particles, ions, hit the Earth, right? But the Earth is a magnet, acts as a big wasp. It's got a magnetic field, right? So what happens with charged particles inside magnetic fields? They get caught up in the magnetic field, and they follow what do they call them? The magnetic lines, field, right? Whichever direction it's going. So, for example, here's the Earth. Magnetic field is really going like this, right? From south to north, like this. Let's assume it is, right? If I recall my geophysics correctly. So the solar storm hits these magnetic fields, these charged particles, and the charged particles get caught up in the Earth's magnetic field, and they get funneled to the North Pole, and they, right? Because the magnetic field goes like this. So sometimes you see them spiraling. There's spiral magnetic forces, but usually you see them streaking across, right? And because they're charged particles, they have colors, different types of colors, right? So they light up the sky, right? They light up the sky. It's beautiful. I've seen it once in Labrador. I was on an icebreaker doing geophysics icebreaker, doing a full crazy time. The only thing I didn't have was a dry camp, so no alcohol. But I was on an icebreaker doing geophysics, getting flown up by helicopters, like working crazy hours, 14, 15, 16 hours a day, 17 hours processing, right? So you only get minimal sleep, right? I was on an icebreaker, and we knew it was going to be a full lunar eclipse. So I went up on top of the icebreaker. I had a Cuban cigar. I think it was a Hoyo de Monterrey Double Corona. Might have been what do you call it, Monte Cristo Torpedo at the time. I can't remember what I was smoking. Maybe Boulevard Royal Coronas. It was a nice cigar. No, it was bigger than Boulevard. It was a double Corona size, right? Or torpedo size. So I went up on top of the icebreaker. I lit up my cigar, watching the full lunar eclipse and spiral Aurora Borealis. Spiral coming down, multicolored. It was trippy. It was beautiful. It was really nice, right? So that's what it is. Mr. Chang, 12, 12, 12. Hello, it's been a while. Good to see you. Good weather in the West Coast, Northwest, indeed, on Rumble. Salutations, salutations. $11, yeah. Borovsky, $11, Canadian. Kijik 13 on Censorship. You get any good photos of the Northern Lights last night on the mainland? It was nuts. No, I didn't get. We tried last night around 1 o'clock or something, 1:30, but it was very gentle. It wasn't huge. Maybe tonight it's going to be heavier, right? Some people did. There was a period where it was really bright, and they got it, right? Eduardo, what has Kendrick Lamar been saying? He's been trash talking Fortnite drinking Fortnite juice. Kendrick Lamar's been trash talking the the Epstein crowd, the pedophilia, the abuse system in the hip hop industry, linked up to sort of Epstein type of people, linked up to Hollywood, to social, what do you call it? Basically, media, corporate media in the United States control a huge aspect of what the population consumes, which is directly linked up to Epstein, to Drake, to what's the other guy's name? Diddy, and huge connection with Israel, with Zionism, with Hollywood, pedophilia, as we know through Epstein and stuff like this. Weinberg, Hollywood producers, those clowns, right? So he's been trash talking, saying we knew it was going to come down, right? We'll see where it goes. As the saying goes, where's Epstein's client list, right? Where is it? Kendrick Lamar is revealing some of it, pretty sure, right? Wrexham future has been decided. Has it already been decided? They're not going up. There we go. Nothing on Forest 2. Chelsea 2. Wow, 2-2. I saw some strange skylight last night. Yeah. It was cool. We don't get usually Northern Lights here. Yeah, and Mr. Chang says on Rumble, Kendrick Lamar, Obama, Clinton's, Biden's, right? Disgusting. Goofy says, does it make the Earth warmer? I'm not 100% sure on that, but the sun cycle definitely has an effect on the Earth, and there's sun cycles where the Earth, it heats up the Earth, right? Way more important than climate change, right? Greta, right? I mean, it doesn't take fucking genius mind to understand that the reason we have life on Earth is because of the sun. What heats up the Earth is the sun. What affects the temperature of the Earth more than anything else is the sun, right? End of story. Like, orders of magnitude more. What happens to the sun, what sun does, affects the Earth more than anything else, right? Like, if you got two brain cells to rub together, you could figure that shit out. Oh wow. What the fuck? Oh my god, says 3-2, Nottingham 3 and Chelsea 2. So in the last 10 minutes there's been 3 goals scored. Very cool. And gang, do not forget, free Assange. Julian Assange, publisher and journalist that has been crucified for trying to bring transparency and accountability of capital's power to humanity, something that we desperately need in our societies. For more information, see wikileaks.org, candlesforassange.com, or countless resources available on free speech platforms. Mr. Robodo. Solar flares sound like a great way to cover up a cyber attack, taking down the grid to gain more power. Interested to see what the regime tries this election cycle. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But if they ever say there was, solar activity took things down or stuff like this, if there was solar activity, you would have to see northern lights. So if there is no northern lights, then you know that it's not connected to the solar activity, right? Tonic Blurs, come on, Arsenal, allow. Who's that? What? Goofy. Tush didn't like what you posted, so I'm going to read it. Is Drake part of the pedo ring? I don't know, but I know those in power control media in the United States are part of the pedo ring, right? So that's why Hollywood disgusts me. That's why Washington disgusts me. That's why Wall Street disgusts me, right? That's why Silicon Valley disgusts me. Those are the centers of power, and the centers of power are fucking they're overrun by pedos. We know that. We know that. Everybody knows that now. Everybody, from children's programming to adult programming, all of it, right? Cheryl, salute. Hi Chicho, hi all. Hope you're doing well. Happy early Mother's Day, Cheryl. Salute, salute. Pumpkin Eyes, how are you doing? Hey Chicho from Turkey. Salutations, Turkey. Hope you're doing well. Çakkoç, Shishbish, Ikibir. Rashid Bey Bhutto. I love Rashid Bey Bhutto, man. What a great singer. Aldiga Chicho, thanks for streaming tonight. You saved me from Eurovision. Oh god, I've seen some of the crap there. Right on Ireland. Right on Ireland. Right? Refusing to say Israel's name, refusing to acknowledge them, shunning them, which is what should happen in the whole world, right? Boycott all things Israel and all things Israeli. End of fucking story. A population, a peoples that support genocide, right? And 85 to 90% support genocide, right? Then that society must be shunned, boycotted for a long time until they acknowledge the crimes that they have committed, right? BDS, boycott the fuck out of them, man. Like Israelis, I've come across Israelis in West Coast, Vancouver, in the United States when I was traveling all over the place. Israelis like to travel around, right? They do their 2-year service, and they make pretty good money relative to the rest of the world, so they travel and shit like this, right? Well, the next Israelis that I'm going to see, the first thing that they're gonna get from me is, hey, what do you think about your country, your people committing genocide, right? And if they say, well, October 7th, I say, well, fucking, you're an idiot, you're a genocidal lunatic, stay away from me, right? They need to be kicked out of everything. Boycott, like South Africa didn't commit genocide during the apartheid era, right? They were just an apartheid nation, right? Israel is not only an apartheid nation, it's a genocidal nation, right? So the world boycotted South Africa. The last two countries that remained trading with them while the world had boycotted them was Israel and the United States. Apartheid South Africa was getting the support of Israel and the United States until its last days, right? Until its last days. That's how fucking disgusting, right? Right? The administrations have been in the United States and Israel, right? And the world boycotted South Africa and apartheid fell, right? Just imagine what the world needs to do to Israel to make the apartheid state in Israel collapse, and for them to pay for their crimes against humanity for committing genocide. We're at the beginning stages of that. We're at the beginning stages of that. Basically, we are witnessing the collapse of Israel, apartheid state, Zionist genocidal Israel. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Pumpkin eyes. You look great. Thanks. I'm coming out of some serious family commitments that didn't kill me, so it made me stronger. Elder God. And Wrexham have been promoted. Oh, they've been promoted. No, other way around. Oh, other way around. Oh, Chelsea 3, Nottingham 2. Oh, Chelsea came back. It was 1-1, and then Nottingham 2, Chelsea 1, and then Chelsea just scored 2 back to back. Nice. Fun game. Fun. And it's towards the end. Goofy X. Is Drake part of Peter? Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. Cheryl says, salute to Mother's Day, gang. Freedom! Happy weekend. Salutations on Censorship. Hope you're doing well. Keanu Weaver. Salutations. Chicho. Monopoly stream with the cousins anytime again. No, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. We got one cousin. I got one cousin in Armenia. Another cousin's got 2 kids. Another cousin's in LA. So that was a moment captured, which was amazing, right? And that was one of the reasons I did that, because I knew we're about to go through some growth spurt with the cousins and stuff like this. So it was a special moment that I don't know if we can recreate, at least not anytime soon. Maybe someday. Harry Wilson on Censorship. Could this all be linked to Zcash? Maybe. The crypto rabbit hole, right? Gagadra, yo, beauty day over by you. Yeah. Love to see it, love to feel it. Elder God. Anyone hear Winston Marshall's speech? No, who's Winston Marshall? I don't know Winston Marshall. Mr. Robotope, what recommendations do you have for a home humidor? Home humidor, this is the home. I'm going to tell you the home humidor I had in my home that I used for about 17 years. I had this 17 years, right? I had a friend of mine in the early 1990s build me a box with cedar planks, like not finished cedar planks, like type of cedar planks that we would use for siding and stuff like this, right? Like still you could get splinters from it, if you know what I mean, right? Not too bad, but it wasn't tarnished or anything like this, right? So he built me a cedar box like this deep. Yeah, it was about this deep, this wide, square, right? It was pretty big, and it had a lid on it, cedar lid that was finished, but cedar, right? And that's what I use as a humidor. I had a humidity and temperature gauge inside the box, and the humidor was big enough to hold cigar boxes, right? I could put, at one time I had 12 Hoyo de Monterrey double Corona boxes in there, right? If you know what I mean, right? Cuban cigar, beautiful, 1990s, rating of 99 out of 100, right? Like it was rated the best cigar in the world, and I got my hands on 12 boxes of it, right? Oof, what a cigar! I was smoking. There was a time I was smoking like 2 to 3 Hoyo de Monterrey double Coronas a day, right? It was amazing, right? And then I had a plate in there, a bowl with water, and I would put a sponge in it, right? And not too much water that it can spill, enough water that the sponge takes it all in. So the sponge was wet, and temperature humidity gauge was there, and the box was sitting in our laundry room, right? And we didn't use any what do you call that smelly crap that people use in their dryers, and like it was just regular soap, right? So don't store it anywhere where there can be smell. And that's what I use as a humidor, right? At the time, the wood was cheap as fuck, right? My friend built it for me. It cost nothing. You could build it yourself, just nails. That's it, right? That would be my recommendation for a humidor, right? One thing though, make the humidor not too big if you're not storing too many cigars. Like I was storing a lot of cigars, right? Because in the 90s I went to Cuba 5 times. I would come back with boxes of cigars, right? So I was I was I was using it for boxes of cigars. If you're not going to keep that many cigars in there, then make it smaller. So, you're storing just the amount of cigars that you're going to be smoking on a rotating basis, right? Because you don't want too much space. Okay. Game over. Chelsea must have won. Keanu on Censor Tube. Oh, understood. A moment with family or friends before a split is always going to feel really special. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Oh, wish you retracted something. Mr. Me, strange question. Have you ever been interested in serial killers? I have a morbid fascination and I love reading books and watching documentaries about them. Some of my favorite thinking is strange. There was a time, and I do have the Eclipse Comics serial killers trading cards, right? So there was a time I watched a lot of slasher horror stuff and stuff like this and serial killer stuff, but I've grown out of that personally. But I did like what do you call it? Oh, spelling mistake. But I do like the serial killer mobster. Do I have the mobster or serial killer criminal one? I don't know if I have the serial killer one from Eclipse Comics, the trading cards. Steel, Lord of Iron, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Fell on my lighter. Mr. Hizakaya, how are you doing? Got my garden tilled yesterday and today it poured rain. Oh no. Well, it'll soak it up. But yeah, preferably you didn't want to till it right when it poured rain. Wash away some of the good stuff. Right? Has anyone watched Europe the last battle? Oh, I started watching about 5 minutes of it. I haven't watched the whole thing. I do have it on my computer though. Is it good? Still Lord of Iron? Mr. Chang on Rumble, do you think elites using Drake and Kendrick to distract the Canadian and American what's going on in Gaza? Yeah, in large part as well. Cheryl, tier 1 sub, subscribe for 48 months. Salute, Cheryl. Holy cow, 48 months. Whoa, 4 years. Cheryl, 4 year. Wow. Salute. Still Lord of Iron is very good, but very, very heavy. Yeah, that's why I watched 5 minutes and I went, no, I don't want to have that heaviness on me right now because I'm watching what's going on, right? And I know some of my history from World War II and stuff. Cheryl says, cheers, my dear friends. Cheers. Bushy Brown, Chicho, do you see the video of the Bank of Canada saying asset prices will see a big drop? Looks like Canada is getting worse. Canada's going to keep on getting worse, Ken. Yeah. House prices will drop. That's my guess. Okay. That's why in the last few months I was seriously moving as fast as I could to liquidate family members' house and downsize them into a smaller place and take some of the funds and park them with interest GICs and stuff like this. You have to maneuver fast sometimes when there's opportunities like this, or when things are about to shift, right? But Canada's in deep shit. I don't think most Canadians have no clue what they signed up for when they allowed these tyrants to take control over their lives, their families, their health, their bodies, their finances, everything. They're gonna wake up, but for some it's gonna be too late. Elegant, Cheryl, super sub. Mr. Hizakaya, do you grow strawberries? Yeah, I got strawberries in the back. They haven't been that great. I'm gonna try something new this year. We'll see. Chicho, if so, do you use a container or in the ground? Container. I don't have I was thinking about putting them in these what do you call it, planters, big boxes, but I rather grow tomatoes and other things here, right? Because the farm we go to in the summer, They grow amazing organic strawberries and they sell it at a reasonable price. So I got access to good strawberries. Are we pro or anti NGO? Non-governmental organizations? Anti NGO, because they're all funded by the fucking same piece of crap, right? Soros is one of them. Oh yeah, Mr. Chang on Rumble. Did you watch Doom Part 2? Yeah. Watched it. I think towards the end, the last 20 minutes moved a little too fast. They could have done. I think they were trying to cut it short. Maybe I can't wait to watch the director's version, which is going to be 4 hours. I hope, right? I think they cut out too much in the edit of the last half an hour. I think they could have made it longer. I would have enjoyed it personally. I think they went through it a little too fast, but it was really good. I liked it. Yeah, for sure. Gigadra on Twitch. What do you think is going on with housing in Canada right now? I think people are tapped out. I think they brought in certain taxes for what do you call it? Foreign buyers and flippers, where it's 2%. So for example, if you own a house that's $1 million, and if it's not your primary residence, and if it's a house that you plan on flipping, every year, right, you have to pay the government $20,000 in taxes, right? So they send you a bill for $20,000, and then before that you have to actually go on the government site and say, no, this is your primary residence, don't tax me 2%, right? Not only that, property taxes are up, hydro is up, gas is up, water is up, electricity is up, everything is up. The cost of everything is up. Cost of rentals are up. Shortages of shit, right? So on that front, your house can be very expensive to own, right? In BC, the BC government took away certain property rights. So people bought houses, overextended themselves, thinking, oh, they're going to use Airbnb to rent out part of their house to help them pay the mortgage. BC government came along and said, you can't do that now, right? Because there's a housing shortage. Why is there a housing shortage? Because the federal government increased the population of Canada by 3.4% through immigration, right? Without providing extra housing, extra education, services, transportation, everything, right? So pressure on the economy, right? Pressure on society, services being cut, taxes going up, population increasing, housing bubble up the yin yang. Some people that immigrated to Canada can't afford to stay here, they're leaving. So there's going to be, all of a sudden, you're going to see drop in demand because people are either leaving. Canadians have been leaving Canada, right? People are going to be leaving, or all of a sudden a lot of low-income residential housing is going to kick in, right? There's going to be stuff available. All of a sudden these houses that people bought, so many things happening in Canada. So add to that inflation up the yin yang, like inflation up the yin yang. It's a fucking disaster. It's a disaster, right? Audio. What means Israel in European sagas? That got me, because fucking Zionists control the Western world. So, you know, who's your bitch? Israel. Europe is your bitch. Right? Good day, sir. Fritz, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well on Censorship. Oh God, Andy Chung. Oh, NGO, not NGO, Nigo. Oh, okay. Is an American right-wing author. That's the guy. I've seen him a little bit. I think he said NGOs. The right-wing author and social media influencer who is known for covering and video recording demonstrations. He's a journalist and editor-at-large for the Post-Millennial, a Canadian conservative news. Oh, maybe I'm thinking about a different person. Andy, I thought it was an American Asian guy. No, this guy, I don't know. Elder God, I would have to see his face. Gigaja, laugh out loud. I just bought a freehold in Toronto. should have waited. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. All I can say for people in Canada, do not go into major debt for anything. Do not trust the government for anything. If you rely on the government for anything, you're fucked. Tom Jones is back on CensorTube. Love Tom Jones. I've seen Tom Jones live. Woo-hoo-hoo. Much love for New Zealand, mate. Much love right back. Especially from New Zealand, my Kiwi brothers and Tom Jones. Haha, Fred CensorTube. Laugh out loud. More like Censor World. Haha, indeed. Don's Dups. What do you think about the triangle UFOs I saw? One hovering above my neighbors in 2006, only 3 stories up. Watched until I got scared. Alien or breakaway civilization back up. Still creeps me out. You know what? Black Ops. I lean more towards Black Ops. Okay. Remember, the technology that we're seeing right now is a couple of generations behind what military has had, right? At least a couple of generations, more likely 5 generations, right? So right now you have technology that you can project what do you call it, holographs in space, right? Wow, that stuff has been around for a long time, so maybe it's something like that. That being said, I've seen the triangle thing with some of the planes disappearing, the triangles spin around the plane and go boop, plane vanishes. I don't know what to make of it. But as far as I see it, there are bigger things at play right now. Right? There are bigger things at play right now. Because if there is any disclosure, right, with governments coming saying, "Oh, we've had alien technology, we've interacted with," I wouldn't trust them. It's distraction, right? Tom Joseph back. Church, we love Canada too. Nice. Net Don. Found you from Julian Assange. Stream. Nice. Salute to Julian, gang. What a fucking warrior. Really. The bravest man, the strongest man I know. Really. Salute to Julian, man. I hope he's free soon. Mr. Robodope on Twitch. I believe we will see a major recession, global recession, primarily the West, with a short-term time of deflation similar to 08, followed by historic low interest rates and historic money printing, causing the highest inflation ever. In my humble opinion, this will push people to gold, crypto, and other currencies and lead away from the dollar. I agree with the latter part. I think we're about to go through a stagflation where we're going to see inflation, right, with stagnant economy at best, but basically GDP dropping, right, the growth going negative, right? So I think we're going to see stagflation, right, more like the 70s. We might see interest rates come down a little bit, but then maybe we might see interest rates spike like the 1980s. I don't know if it's going to go to 18%, but we might see low teens, possibly. I doubt it, but we might see it if we start seeing major inflation kicking up, right? When the economy is not growing at all. They need to fucking chop off a couple of arms, legs from the economy. But definitely we're going into a recession. I don't think there's any doubt of that now. And it's not going to be a recession of a few months. It's going to be a multi-year recession, in my humble opinion, right? Goofy X, yo Chicho, what's your take on moon landing? Which one? Which one? Steel Lord of Iron. At least 5 to 7 generations. I worked at a defense contractor for years with a TSCI, poly level access. So they're 5 to 7 generations ahead of us. Yeah, that's 30 years, right? Minimum 20 to 30 years ahead of us. So just imagine, you were working on a 286 in the 1990s, early 1990s, and they had this. So that's what it is. Eldogado, posting gilded. It's such a funny speech. Okay, cool. Eduardo, Chicho, do you think Julian was behind the worm virus that attacked NASA in the 1980s? I don't know. I don't think so. He was caught as a hacker in the 1980s for accessing information regarding pedophiles and releasing that or something like this, right? But I don't think so. First time chat. Tide Pod 4. The Din goated. Let's see. Net Dun was massive in size and didn't make noise, but maybe low hum feeling. Cool. Salute, Chicho. Salute. Aussie brother, Aussies. We got Aussies and Newfies. I got a really good friend living in Newfoundland. He throws a festival every year, every 2 years or so. He asked me to go down there actually, to Newfoundland, not Newfoundland, New Zealand, not Newfoundland, New Zealand. Throws a festival. He asked me to go down there, and he said, Chicho, you know, it's one of those, what do you call it? Alternate lifestyle, electronic music, yoga stuff festival. And he said, hey Chicho, I want you to come down and put on a workshop, right? Because there's different types of workshops, like massage workshop and healing workshop and stuff like that. Would you be into it? I said, listen, not this year because I'm crazy busy this year, right? But if I come down to do a workshop, I would do a workshop of mathematics and Salvia divinorum together, linking up the two, right? And he was like, oh my god, come down this year. I'm throwing it. I go, no, I can't this year, it's just too much, right? But if I ever do a workshop at a festival, it'll be mathematics of Salvia divinorum or Salvia divinorum mathematics linked up together, which would be amazing, right? And there's a lot of lovey-dovey people in New Zealand. Oh, they know. Who are more important, Zionist Christians or Jews? Who are more important, Zionist Christians or Jews? I don't know. Important. They're two different groups. Like Zionist Christians are Zionist Christians. Jews can be anti-Zionist or pro-Zionist or indifferent to it or whatever. Like it's not. That doesn't make sense. Larkbar, hey, you all in Chicho, my man. How's it hanging there, buddy? Hanging pretty good. I'm enjoying the sun. Super good. Getting some vitamin D. Just got off work. Lark Bark, how are you doing? Salute for getting off work. This is watered down. We're gonna pound. Hope you're having a good day, Lark Bark. Sa, are you reading from multiple streams? Yeah, I'm reading on multiple streams. I'm streaming on Rumble, Twitch, and Censorship at the same time. So I got 3 different chats going on. I'm still trying to stay decentralized in my streaming, because you can go through platforms where you're streaming to all 3 platforms and it consolidates all the chat. But again, I like, maybe I'm just hard on switching over implementing new tech, but I like this way because it decentralizes. If we lose one stream or if that platform's not available, we can still stream according to our schedule, right? Tom Jones, West Coast, South Ireland, sounds like that'd be an amazing, Eduardo, that'd be an amazing workshop. What a question. Milo Bailey, the Zionist. Milo Bailey, how are you doing? Hello Chicho, long time no see. Hope you're doing well indeed. Salute. Salute gang. Steel Lord of Iron. I dove down the rabbit hole. What? Where did it go? I dove down the rabbit hole deeply about Zionism. Oof, dark as fuck, eh? So fucking dark. Steel Lord of Iron. So dark. Nice. Wojcinski, Remy, hello from Sweden. Salutations, Sweden. Hope you're doing well. I used to have a friend in university that drank with a little bit, from Sweden. Sven. His name was Sven. I forget. I don't even know if I knew his last name ever, but his name was Sven. So salute to the Swedish. Delicious. Today is fucking down day again for me. Down day. Just so you guys know, I'm doing well. Are you? Nice, Remy. Awesome. We're gonna start kicking up, hopefully, more streams and chill. Still deal with politics, but we're gonna start doing the readings and other things now that I've taken care of a lot of the family matters that I was involved with in the last 6 months. Still more to do, but way less than what it was before. So much less. Translender, how we doing? Hey, made it. Late but present, Professor. Salute. Welcome. Mr. Chang on Rumble. Not a like by Eminem is best diss track. Not a like by Eminem is the best diss track ever. Is it? Which one is not a like? I listened to a little bit of Eminem. Great lyrics, but I don't like the guy no more. He turned into a clown, I think. Oh God, I need a beer. I need more drink. I need to get some ice. Net dun. How come intelligent people don't have what? Logic, or don't question as much? In the schooled? Maybe intelligent, we should say schooled, because I don't consider anyone that took injections to be intelligent. I don't consider anyone that believes has all their eggs in the current economic system intelligent. I don't believe like intelligence is wise. Like people say, oh, intelligence doesn't equate to wisdom. I don't know. There's a lot of people who've been indoctrinated to the current, to be fucking serfs in the current system, to the detriment of themselves, to their families, to society, to be slaves. Like anyone that agrees to being a slave is not intelligent, right? Maybe I define intelligence a little differently than how the academics define intelligence, right? I've met a lot of people with PhDs that are dumb as fuck. Like dumb as fuck. I've had discussions with them. I'm like, damn, fuck, you're lower IQ than the fucking lowest IQ person I ever met. And they're very, very staunch and solid about their stance because they have a piece of paper that says they're intelligent. I'm like, fuck off. Michael Moore's song is good. Right, it's weird. Eduardo, I think the first page of Krishnamurti's books explains it well. Conformity leads to mediocrity. Yeah, leads to fucking stupidity. Conformity is just imagine how many people are on Earth, right? 8+ billion, going on to 9 billion, and people conform to centralized power of people like the Trudeau regime, the Biden regime, the Macron regime, the Xi regime, the Putin regime, whoever regime, right? Any place that doesn't offer freedom of speech is a tyrannical state, right? Fuck them. And most countries are tyrannical. We need to free humanity. We'll see how it comes about. We're heading in that direction, by the way. Some people say, oh, it's going into complete tyranny. Ah, this is fucking desperate signs of these technocrats, kleptocrats, trying to control everything to the end, right? They're dancing on the Titanic, right? Lord of Iron, PhD, you're an expert on regurgitating info with a twist. Yeah, a lot of people with PhDs. There are some that are pretty intelligent, some masters that are really intelligent. There's some bachelors that are very intelligent, right? John Chicho, you say to never give up on family. Do you think that 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 even if they're brainwashed fools that want you to be the same as them and everyone else? Let me rephrase. Okay, let me rephrase. You have to be there for family, right? But you don't have to agree with them. You don't have to give their opinions weight. You don't have to not confront them, right? And you don't have to like them, right? You're their family, they're your obligation, right? But there's nothing that says you have to associate with them on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, on a decade-long basis. If they're in the gutter, bleeding, starving, their family, feed them, heal their wounds, house them, make sure that their basic minimum is taken care of. But you don't have to bring them into your life to ruin your life, right? So family is an obligation, but obligation doesn't mean it has to consume your life. It means you have to do the best you can to try to improve their life. But you don't have to conform to their beliefs, to give weight to their opinions, and you can definitely confront them, call them dumbass, every other word you can think of, and say, stay the fuck away from me unless you need me to enter your life, to save your ass, right? And if they want you to do that, you make sure that they understand that you're going to do things based on your ability and your beliefs, not be a tool for them to continue their stupid ways, right? So family is important, family above all else, there's no doubt about it. But it doesn't mean you have to agree with them and do everything that they say you should do. You have your own life, right? I don't know if I said that well, but I hope you get the gist. I hope you get the gist. Oh God, John Zunk, my family are all blue pills. I only talk about the weather with them now. All the God says. Hilarious. Funny. Miss Balloonhands, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hot gang. You don't have to abandon yourself for the sake of family. That's the best way of saying it. That's a shortened Miss Balloonhands. Too long, didn't listen, didn't watch Chicho speak. You don't have to abandon yourself for the sake of family. Well said. Well said, Miss Balloonhands. I gotta get myself a drink for have a cheer for that. John Zunk, thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Fritz, some family can be toxic and found that it's okay to continue love them from afar. Yeah. And another too long to version. Family, in every family there are toxic people in that family, right? You can love them from afar, just keep them at arm's length. I have some in mind. You're lucky if you don't. Right, you're lucky if you don't. I'm gonna go get some ice, gang. There was something else I was gonna get to show you guys, but I can't remember what it was. No, I can't remember. Ice. I need a glass. screen open for the kitty cats to come down. Let me show you. I'm gonna pour a drink. Ali, how are you doing? Hi, Chicho and everyone. Salutations, salutations. Friends, I will cheer to this too. Salute, 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 salute. Some local gin. Blue gin. Oh, I was gonna get lemon. That's what I was gonna get. It was related to the drink. I knew that's what it was. Miss Balloon House, boundaries, baby. Indeed, indeed. Boundaries, boundaries. 100%. 100%. Salute, gang. To boundaries. I'm gonna pour some soda in there. Oh my god. I took the 28 weeks later test recently, and I discovered I would do exactly as Robert Clyde's character at the beginning. What happened at the beginning? Get up. 28 weeks later. Oh, I can't remember what he did. What do you mean? I've seen the movie. Ali, I'm well, man. You look well. Thank you very much. I've been getting some sun. I've been getting some. Let me show you guys my snacks. Orange, yummy. Okay, let me put this here. I got some eggs. I eat eggs. I like eggs. Eggs and mint, right? I hard-boiled some eggs this morning. I already had like one egg, and it's a good stack, good protein. And just a little bit of salt on it, right? So super yummy, super yummy. Okay, and a dried mint on it. Okay, I'm way at the end of my mint. Just some sourdough bread as well. Right. And this is with not cardamom, but what's it called? See if you guys can tell. See. Oh, it wants to focus. What are those seeds called? Cheryl should know this. Caraway, Cheryl, you rock with caraway. I knew you would know it. You would know it. I knew you would know it. I got some sweets here as well, but I'm not into the sweets. Salute, gang. I ate some spicy steak bits and rice. Nice. Oh god, he jumped out of the window to save himself and left his wife. Okay, I remember this. This is the one, right? Where they came into the house by the water, by the river, and they grabbed a couple other people, the kids or something, and they were in the same room. The wife got stuck, and he looked back and he was still running, and the wife's like, help me. Jumped behind to save him from certain death, and left his wife and friends behind to save himself from certain death. Yeah, in a certain degree you would have to do that, right? They crucified him in the movie because of that, but man, the zombies were eating the wife. What are you gonna do? And the wife survived. Oh, spoiler warning. Fritz, I've been traveling all over the USA checking out panda bear. Seriously, Ali, it looks delicious. Never tried it. Really good. Mint on all, I eat a lot of mint. Mint on eggs is good. It's good seed inside. Oh yeah. The sourdough is really good. Fritz, making sure they're okay. We had one die, oh no, in Tennessee due to neglect and malnutrition. So I went there and was one of the people who fought to get the female panda back to China. Nice. She's in Beijing now. Nice, nice. Oh, what a bunch of idiots, man. Like a panda died because of neglect? Healthier than ever. Very good, very good. That person should never be allowed to work. The people that did that should never be allowed to work with animals again. Right? Oh, the God, seed expert Cheryl. I recently started my own starter using a rye and pineapple juice. Pineapple juice. It's going like gangbusters now, and think I'll finally get to bake tomorrow. So instead of adding sugar, you added pineapple juice. Smart, smart. Cheryl had an oozy mess yesterday, oozed out from the cap on the. Yeah, I've had my partners starter do that as well, which is okay. That means it's going good. But pineapple juice, I never thought about that. Well, my partners is the expert on that. I'm not. So, Miss Bloom has. Do you have a bird feeder, Chicho? Yeah, let's attract them here for the ASMR sound. Nice. I don't. I'm just live in a place where there's lots of birds, like there's, and I have like my garden set up in a way like birds like eating things and getting vines. Like I have one growing. I put bamboo, made like a long thing, and I had the hops growing to it right last year, and it's dried and stuff. But I left the hops bits on top of the bamboo on the top, and the birds have been coming and picking the sticks off to go build their nest, and the cats are going crazy. They're watching these birds that are out of reach, right, picking little sticks. So it's cool. But no bird feeder. I couldn't have a bird feeder here. Cats would eat the birds and be a cat feeder. I don't want our kitty cats eating too many birds. Sure. The smell is amazing. The smell is amazing. Nice, nice. Oh man, that'd be really nice. Miss Bloom has. Does the bread take on a slight pineapple taste? That's curious too. I'll reserve recommendations until after I bake tomorrow. Okay, cool. Oh, so sweet. Yeah. Let's not kill them. Let's not kill them. Yeah, our Via catches a lot of birds. It's unfortunate. Elegant, he barely made it to the boat, and the twist, oh my. The twist was cool though. The twist was cool. Fritz, I'm stepping up and moving to China to help raise them. Really? I know it's a communist country. It's not really a communist country, and I'll try to make some adjustments, but I love my pandas. Yeah, pandas are amazing. Learning Mandarin is difficult. Yeah. But Fred, China is not a communist country. China is it's capitalism up the yin yang, sort of centralized capitalism with support of the state. China is not communist. It's communist by name only. Oh, look at Sal the Slayer. Yeah, Sal is actually, he can be, but V is the one that loves catching the birds. It's weird. Sal is fast. It's crazy fast. Via is more calculating. No, Eduardo. Hilarious. Thunder. Salutations, hope you're doing well. Welcome to our live stream on Censorship. Knights of Old. Good to see you, Chicho. I usually hate birthdays, but just had my 50th and it felt different and very cool. Any new cool comics? Cool. Salutations. Happy birthday. Happy 50th. Woohoo. Yeah, Knights of Old. What do you call it? We did a comic book haul in the last video. Check out the last stream. Most of the stream is a comic book haul. Picked up comic books, picked up magazines, picked up original art, picked up portfolios, picked up a poster. You'll love it. For a comic book fan, it was fantastic. Comic book aficionado was fantastic, right? Yeah, Tom Jones says China's 100% capitalist. 100% capitalist. Fritz, plus my money is worth more over there in some degree. In some degree. For now, anyway. For now, anyway. Cheryl, it's so neat to see how they've changed and developed as they've gotten older. Milo Bailey. The only thing that I hate from China is this their social criticism. I hate a few things from China, right? I hate a few things from Russia. I hate a few things from United States, and I hate a lot of things in Canada. Fuck. Like literally, Canada's trying to pass a law where it says you can't hate. They're trying to eliminate hate. Like fucking Orwellian or what? For hate, you might get thrown in jail and your assets frozen and all that shit, right? So no, Canada's fucked. Western world is fucked. Elder God, hyper-capitalism. Yeah, China is hyper-capitalist. Hyper-capitalist. Huge, huge, huge. Mr. Hezekiah, the northern lights should be visible if you live in the Midwest tonight. Between 9 to 10 is peak time. Cool, cool. I saw them last night on the West Coast, and that was super cool. Thought crime. Thought crime. Proactive thought crime. Like, it's weird. It's fucking crazy. Eduardo Chicho, I think you might be committing hate right now. Yeah. Fuck. Hate? I'm a human being. There are things that I hate. Government tells me I can't hate. Fuck the government. I hate the government. Right? You can't eliminate human emotion by mandating it. Are you fucking nuts? Right? Who puts up with that? I'm a human being. I love, I like, I dislike, and I hate. Plus a shit ton of other emotions I have regarding certain people, certain subjects, certain entities, certain foods. Right? There are birds that I hate, there are birds that I love. Actually, there's no birds that I hate. Do I hate any birds? No. The closest thing that I don't like is rats with wings, right? Which is pigeons, right? Some people are, pigeons are great. Pigeons are fucking just rats with wings, man. Right? Elder God, Trudeau will be dead soon if he keeps pushing. We'll see. Mr. Hezekiah, how did your cannabis from last season turn out? Cannabis from last season turned out really good, Mr. Hezekiah. Super delicious. Super delicious. Still have a lot of it left. Cheryl, friends in our north and a few hours south all saw them. We had heavy clouds. Oh no! And we was so bummed. We'll try again tonight. Cool. Miss Bloomhouse, why did I imagine red rats with wings? Hilarious. Hilarious. First, I'll be getting paid to raise them, but at least I'll have a nice nest until I get my first paycheck over there. Very good. First, you can share some pictures in our gilded server. Some opinions aren't exactly hate. Yeah, they're trying to eliminate it. Specifically, in Canada, they want to eliminate anyone saying that they hate the government or any of the bureaucrats and politicians, and if anybody hates the Zionist state of Israel, right? So they're trying to prevent people from saying they hate the government of Israel. It's like trying to eliminate the possibility of saying you hate the government of Russia. But wait a second, we already know that the Western world, the governments, the media, they hate Russia. Not only just hate the government of Russia, they hated Russians. Alright? That's crazy. John Zuck. I think most red rats are just living in stress, fear, and then end up becoming fascist. I could be wrong. I'm young, but that's what I've been seeing. Yeah, a lot of red rats are fascist. Yeah, you have to be a red rat to be a fascist, right? And a lot of red rats, it is incredible. Sometimes the the lowest IQ red rats, they think they're some of the smartest fucking people on the planet. So they don't have the ability to go, oh, I was dumb as fucking doorknob. Oh, I am stupid. Right? They don't have that ability to go, I made a mistake, because they think they're very intelligent. They can never make a mistake. They have a piece of paper that says they're intelligent. They can't make a mistake. So they double down, triple down, quadruple down, keep on down, 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 into their fucking graves. Salute. May they eliminate themselves. Or a bat. Sleeping giants. I hate Justin Trudeau. Yeah, me too. He's fucking vomit-inducing, man. One of the most fucking hated Canadians in... probably the most hated Canadian in Canadian history. More hated than fucking serial killers. More hated than fucking... what... I forget their name. What was it? Bundy. Right? Trudeau is more hated than fucking any Canadian that I know of. Or I can think of. Really. When you're more hated than fucking serial killers and you're in power, you're going to try to pass a law that prevents Canadians from hating you. Pretty simple. Oh, we got a kitty cat here. Hi, Via. What you doing? That's Jin. You don't want to go into the gym. He just woke up. Knights of old, I'd be jailed for hating Mayo. Indeed. Fritz, I have tons of videos and pictures of pandas I visit that I post on social media. Cool. I've posted videos on there. And yeah, from Memphis, Tennessee. Really? Share it on our Gilded server. Fritz, or at least link us up. Link us up to your whatever feed you have. Right? Pandas. I'm gonna bring this up here so the kitty cats don't get to it. Let's put the eggs up here. I'm gonna have some more eggs, I think. And Iran, yeah. Soon to be China too. Fritz, I work with IDA in defense of animals for virtual memorial for Lily, who passed away. Lily, I'm assuming that was a panda. Right. Can I do that in this chat? You can't post on CensorTube. I think you can post links. On Twitch you can. I'm not very YouTube savvy. Yeah, I don't know. Like my main thing has been on Twitch for live streaming, but I would say link it up on our Gilded server. That's where our community is mainly at. Mr. Chang, here is us. We got Biden indeed, but Canada, it's more socialist country. Canada is, look, you guys got Biden, but at least you have some people with half an ounce of brains in the United States that are opposing this. Thomas Massey is one of them, right? In Canada, all we got is a PPC, which is Maxime Bernier, that is opposing this, and there are certain factions in Canada that are opposing this, but as far as the main political parties go, it's not a duopoly. But they're all fucking low IQ red rats. Well, America is pretend to be a democratic country. Yeah, Mr. China, United States is not democratic, that's for sure. I know Trudeau has been in power in a long time. Canada need new leaders. Yeah, we need new leaders. We need a new system, to tell you the truth. Miss Balloon has, wouldn't hate also be included? No, not according to their laws. All right, it's like one of the laws that they passed in the United States, in New York. They passed a law, changed the law, introduced a law that people could sue Trump. Based on the same law, people started suing the Democrats, and the Democrats are saying no, that law only works for Trump. It doesn't work for them. So it's like, what the fuck? Lawfare is a bitch. Richard Ramirez, Mr. Hezekiah. Mr. Hezekiah, how long does Trudeau have left? 2025 is the next election, most likely. They're going to get devastated. The NDP should get devastated. The Conservatives will most likely get a super majority, and they're same pieces of shit. They're Zionist, hardcore Zionists, right? So there's certain things which they'll stop related to World Economic Forum and all that kind of try to introduce it in a different way. But they're the same type of piece of shit, right? The only reason we got Trudeau was because the Conservatives, the Harper regime was so fucking bad, so hated, that in Canada, we voted in Trudeau. Now just imagine what the next phase is going to be like. Right? It's going to be crazy. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss, Mr. Hezekiah, yeah? Milo Bailey, also here in Chile. Government is so incompetent in every way, indeed. Enemy of humanity. Fritz, you'll see a video of me on the news in Beijing. Laugh aloud. I didn't know until I woke up and thought, what did I do now? Nice, that's awesome, that's great. Knights of Old, did you have thoughts on the sad end of Ed Pistor, the comic artist, cartoonist, Cape? Oh, that rings a bell. I can't place it right now. Knights of Old, Ed Piscor. Oh, I can't place it right now. Remind me again. Cheryl, have to run. Getting together with family who are up from Florida. Nice. Take care, everyone. Salute, Cheryl. And we're not going to see you tomorrow, so happy Mother's Day again. Okay. Hope you and the kiddo have a fantastic day. Oh, look at 2025, Dave Lazarov. I'm looking for freedom. Hilarious. Funny. Nice cigar. This is a good smoke. Really. And the patio right now is amazing. These are my things for tomatoes. I gotta wait until I get my tomato plants. I think I get my tomato plants next week. Is that gin? Yeah, it's gin. It's gin, Mr. Hezekiah. Gin and soda. Gin and soda. Delicious. Here's my sweets that I've been munching on. Check this out. This is tamarind balls. So tamarind balls with salt, sugar. It's all organic. Salt, sugar, and cayenne pepper, and a couple other things in there too. It's really good. Super good. You gotta chew carefully because sometimes it has the tamarind shell on it, but very delicious. Nice strong flavor, and cayenne pepper rocks. All right. Fritz, Jack Black is the voice of the panda in Kung Fu Panda, and his birthday Spears' remark of Baby One. More time is hilarious to me. I still haven't seen. I watched like 5 minutes of Kung Fu Panda. I'm assuming you've watched all, like, I don't know how many there is, 3 or 4. Mr. Hezekiah, tamarind makes me want to vomit. Really? I really try to like it. No way, tamarind is fucking amazing. In Iran, we call it tamar hindi. As kids, we used to have like bricks of tamar hindi that we used to eat. Tart as fuck, like makes your mouth like this. And Eduardo Chicha has doesn't play how snacks and enormous blue nut snacking. Mr. Kizakaya, so oh god, regarding tamarind, so delicious. Fritz, all the centers. I actually haven't seen any of. You haven't seen any of the panda movies, so I hope China will please forgive me. Haha. I'm surprised you haven't seen any of them. Yeah, Disney is just not my thing no more, right? What do I like about Disney? Nothing. Like, This is Britain. Good evening, good evening. Salute, salute. Super yummy, super yummy. The cigar is so hitting the spot. Really. Fantastic. Having a cigar for a couple of months now, I think. When was the last time we did a live stream? Well, last time we did a live stream was when with the patio with the cigars, when I had my last cigar. Did you guys see the Israeli ambassador to the UN shredding the UN document? Not that I like the UN. I think the UN has to be completely restructured, right? But shredding the UN Charter of Rights and shit like this, right? Because majority of the world voted for independent Palestinian state, which fucking should be from the get-go. Or should have been from 1948, right? So shredded document saying you did this. It's like, fuck off, you fucking Zionist clown. What Israel is doing right now is separating itself from the rest of the human race. That's what Zionists are doing. Good riddance to those fuckers. Is that considered hate? I don't think so. Zionism is a political belief. I'm allowed to hate certain political ideologies. There are people that hate the Democrats. There are people that hate the Republicans. There are people that hate the NDP and the liberals and the conservatives. I think we should be allowed to hate Zionism. Genocidal fucking maniacs. Miss Balloon Hands, do you know anything about Marianne Williamson? She's running as Democrat for U.S. presidency. No, I don't. No, I don't, Miss Balloon Hands. The U.S. elections, to me, extremely important, by the way. If you can get people in place that will resist this tyranny. Right, Dennis Kucinich is one. Real Newsnet, check this out. Real Newsnet was, oh, there goes Sally, who's chasing a bird. Real Newsnet, which is an independent news network that I used to listen to a lot, right? They used to do great interviews and stuff like this. Chris Hedges has been with them, had a column, and he used to make videos for them, interviews and stuff like this for the Real Newsnet for years, right? He did an interview with Dennis Kucinich, and the management and Real Newsnet canceled Chris Hedges because they said it was affecting their non-profit status, right? Because he endorsed Dennis Kucinich, which he didn't. He came out and said, no, I didn't endorse him. I interviewed him and agreed with some of his stance, right? And he likes Dennis Kucinich. If you're an American, you have to be a fucking moron not to realize that Dennis Kucinich is a real human being, true American, that cares about humanity and the United States of America. If he was running in your riding, you'd have to be a fool or a Zionist piece of shit to vote for anyone else other than Dennis Kucinich, right? But Real Newsnet canceled Chris Hedges, right? That shows how many of these independent networks, Democracy Now! Was fucking done a long time ago. They fucking deep-throated fucking Russiagate, right? Jizzed all over their face, right? Real Newsnet was still semi-okay until then, and then they slowly, some of the main players left. They started their own thing, right? But they just canceled Chris Hedges. I haven't listened to Real Newsnet for a long time, right? The only thing I was maybe following there, which I did every now and then, was check out Chris Hedges' report, because the rest of the people were just woke ass little clowns now, right? Then they showed their true colors. They canceled Chris Hedges, right? So that's the state of the United States right now. Politics, it's crazy. Tom Jones is back. Israelwood, Hollywood. Indeed. Knights of Old. Ed Pistora did X-Men Grand Design. Oh yeah, that's right. He did the Grand Design. I have that. I have those. And Hip Hop Family Tree. Yeah. I have the first few of the Hip Hop Family Tree. Fantastic stuff. How did he die? He died of a heart attack, didn't he? How did he die? Or did he commit suicide? Fritz, nice panda videos. Oh, you checked out the panda videos. Werewolf, nice. Nice. Elder Goss posted it. Yeah. Ed Pastora. I don't know the circumstances that he passed. Did he commit suicide? I think he committed suicide and he wrote a letter. And I read that letter. Little suicide thing. But I didn't follow it up. The Hip Hop Family Tree and stuff was really good. Elder God, it's a panda video. Nice. Mr. Hizakaya, there was an Iranian fruit that you were talking about that starts with Zolzalak. Zolzalak, I think. That I can't remember. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Zolzalak. I think it's called Zolzalak. Is it Zolzalak? Konar and Zolzalak. Those are two things that I wish I could get in Canada. Konar and Zolzalak. Konar was a special fruit from southwestern Iran in the desert, that where I grew up in. I grew up in part of the desert when I was really young, and it was just fucking amazing, right? And Zolzalak was available in Tehran and stuff like this, and those were amazing too. If you guys can find out where you can get those, I'll be eternally grateful. Right? Carmine cycles. I honestly don't care who wins in November. The Uniparty will continue its destruction, but I would enjoy watching Trump win. Yeah, me too. Just to witness tens and tens of millions go absolutely bonkers. Indeed, I hope their heads explode. No! Oh wow! Firecrackers! Awesome, Mr. Hizakaya. Track it down. Knights of Old. Ed was cancelled on allegations alone, really, and ended up taking his own life. Yeah, that was it. The YouTube page cartoonist Kefa was so great. Oh man. So just allegations, and they ruined his life. Fuck the woke culture. Fuck this. So sad. He felt that was the only way out. Yeah, because the pressure is so much, especially if you're libtard and surrounded by libtards, right? Live in a libtard community. If the whole society, the whole community shuns you, it's devastating, right? Man, I got zero fucks to give about the woke. I got zero fucks to give about the libtards. I got zero fucks to give about Zionists, about those who support genocide in Israel, which is 85 to 90% of them, right? Fuck them. I hate them. Mr. Chong, don't even on Rumble. Don't even get started. Biden versus Trump rematch. I know. America really need hold Benjamin Netanyahu accountable for sure. Hush money, and videotapes from Epstein. Epstein was a Mossad CIA operation, right? Epstein was 100% Mossad and CIA operation, catching people in compromising positions to blackmail them to do whatever the fuck the Zionist agenda was, the pedophile agenda was, right? Like, our governments are fucking compromised. There's a reason why gold and silver are breaking out. Like, as far as investment goes, gold and silver are not crypto as much. Gold and silver are on a major breakout gang. That's my personal take, not investment advice, but it is what it is, right? Fritz, 2 pretzels walk into a bar. One was assaulted. Small friendly joke. Hilarious. So here's Fritz's joke. Two pretzels walk into a bar. One was assaulted. Awesome. Yeah, Lark Bark says, I'm tired of woke culture. I'm tired of fucking woke people. Fuck the woke. Fucking shit on them. Seriously. Vomit inducing. Elgar, looking for that. Zalzalak, Iranian fruit, or konar, Iranian fruit. The fun blue drink is this thing. It's a local gin. Local gin. Impress. I love the color. And it's a strong gin. It's not smooth. It's a strong gin, so I'm having it with soda. Would you define woke exactly? Carmine Cycle says, woke are the ones that put on a mask, get gagged, took their injections, believe that. So, for example, let me give you an example, right? Let me give you an example. I know a woman, female, biological and identity, if you want to think about it, right? That works at an institution, right? And every time she goes to the bathroom, right, there's piss all over the seat where you sit down, right? So toilets have 3 layers to them, right? There's a lid, there's a seat, and then when you lift up the lid and the seat, there's just a rim, right? So every time she goes to the bathroom, there's piss all over the fucking seat. The reason there's piss all over the seat, because there's a chick with a dick that goes in there, identifies as a woman, and takes a piss in the toilet, and is fucking stupid enough not to realize that every fucking human being with a dick, with a man, before this woke agenda kicked in, right? If you're gonna take a piss in a toilet, right, you don't just lift up the lid, you also lift up the seat, so you only got the rim, so you piss. So if there's any piss splashing out of the bowl, it hits the rim, not the fucking seat, right? The woke agenda is this. Dumb ass motherfucking woke people think that someone with a mental illness on this level should be the norm in society, right? Because you got to be mentally fucking ill to walk into a bathroom on a daily basis and piss all over the fucking seat, right? Because you identify as you're a chick with a dick and you identify as a woman, right? You could identify as a woman, but sit the fuck down and take a piss just like every other fucking woman, right? If you're gonna stand up and take a piss, then lift up the fucking seat because you're a chick with a dick, right? That's fucking woke. Mr. Hizakaya. They use pea flowers to make it purple. They make, yeah. Miss Balloon House. Woke people pee everywhere. Woke people pee everywhere. Eduardo, Chicho, why do you hate pee so much? Hilarious. Slick Mick, I'm going to cancel you now, Chicho. Well, it is what it is, right? You're going to be canceling a comic book publisher that published the first LGBTQ continuous series comic book, continuous superhero LGBT comic book series in the comic book industry, because that's what I did in the early 1990s, right? And woke ass motherfuckers would cancel me. Fuck them. They're dinosaurs. They're dying fucking low IQ rat rats. Carmine Cycles. Read today the Boy Scouts of America, are changing their name to Scouts of America to be inclusive. What a crock of fucking shit. Indeed, indeed. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Knights of Old Comic. Ed's suicide note was so chilling and telling. What do you have? What would you have told him to do? Knights of Old. I mean, you could go, just simple. That has a deep meaning. Go Gandalf and say, "This too shall pass," right? You could say, all those pieces of shit that are attacking you, fuck them, right? You could try to get his rage up, because when your rage is up, you don't give up on life. You fight, right? So you could try to get him angry enough to fight back, right? Not to succumb to the pressure and get injections or Jordan Max, what's it called, Jordan Pierce. Oh, I got injections because I was under peer pressure. Fuck off, right? Or take your own life because you're under peer pressure. So one thing you could do is get them angry enough to fight back. I think anger is a very legitimate fucking emotion. It's self-preservation and very necessary at times, right? Or you could get them to look at the world without that fucking blinders on. Lift the veil. Show them how wrong these fucking people are. Jimmy Dore saw that, right? Where he turned around and said, fuck, most of the people, so-called friends I have, they're low IQ red rats. They got injected up the yin yang. They believed in Russiagate. They believed in Duma. They believed all this bullshit. Why are you surrounding yourself with that shit, right? It's better to be alone than be around dumbass motherfuckers. Kitty cats on the patio. Via's about to jump up. There he went. This bird's hovering on top of them. Like I said, they're on the bamboo shoot, picking what do you call it? Just little sticks to go build their nest, and they're right above the catio. So Sal and Via are like, yeah, come down here, you snack. Right. Yeah, man 101, Tom Jones. Indeed. Man 101. Well said, Ali. Thanks. It is what it is, right? Mr. Hizakaya, it's such an old movie considering they have separated organizations for both sexes. Yeah, they're trying to get people, like, for example, all this identity stuff came about right when during the Obama administration, they attacked overnight. They got rid of all the Occupy Wall Street encampments overnight, and they said, oh, it wasn't organized. Every state did whatever the hell they wanted to do, and fucking Obama lovers fucking deep-throated that shit, jizz all over the face, all over the fucking titties, all over the place, right? Fucking they deep-throated Obama, and when Obama came out and said, let me drink that Flint water, right? And the Occupy protests, they just disappeared overnight. People must have got tired, right? What the fuck, right? But as soon as they ended the Occupy fucking protests, they brought in this identity bullshit to get the population to fight amongst each other and not point a finger at the fucking people and go, you fucking motherfuckers, you genocidal pieces of shit, right? Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Deep Flakes, how are you doing? No, Chicho, you're a wizard watching along with the geopolitical map. Hilarious. Carmine Cycles. Where do you see America in a decade or two? Oh, so different. It's going to be so different than what it is. The reserve currency status is going to be, it's been diminishing. Maybe 50% of the world's reserve currency will be in US dollars. I doubt even that much. America might have split up, there's going to be serious economic devastation taking place. Gold and silver are going to be through the roof by that time. The currency may need to be reset. Tyranny or freedom, your choice. Right? Same with Canada, same with all of Western world. Europe is fucking annihilated. Right? Europe is annihilated. It's a joke and a half, really. Right? Joke and a half. Right? So it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll see where it all goes. Should we pop another stack? Let's pop another tamarind. I like this tamarind thing. Super good. Look at this thing. Look at the cayenne pepper on this thing. So good, so good. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Let's see if it focuses. Ooh, look at that. These are amazing. I'm assuming they're okay for you. It's like cayenne pepper. Everything's supposed to be organic. Yeah. Mr. Chang. I thought Obama was a good president. No, Obama was fucking horrendous. Some would argue that Obama was the worst thing to happen to the United States of America. I would agree. I would agree. Federal Reserve. I don't think the Federal Reserve weaponized the dollar. The U.S. administration weaponized the dollar. Right? Federal Reserve was against weaponizing the dollar. If America collapsed, Western world is already finished. America is going to be the last one to diminish in standard of living. It's diminished a lot. But compared to the rest of the world, the rest of the Western world, America is the last one coming down. Canada's fucked, man. Canada's standard of living is so fucking down the toilet. Down the toilet. Right? Way worse than the US. Way worse than the US. Education here, healthcare here, it's fucking done. Done. Mr. Hezekiah, I always find it hilarious that people think the president cares about their interests. I know, hilarious. But the president makes the decisions. What the fuck? Do you think Biden is making any decisions? Who picked Obama's fucking admin? It was Citibank. Right? Carmen Cycles. My 80-year-old dad is quite depressed to see how much the U.S. has changed in his lifetime. Truly saddens him. Well, he should have fucking done something about it beforehand, right? The only reason these fucking governments, these tyrants, have been allowed to do what it is that they're doing to our countries is because we allowed them to do it. As the saying goes, we get the government we deserve. Well, fucking U.S. has a lot of rights. American citizens have a lot of rights, way more than Canadians, right? You guys have the right to change your government if need be. Milo Bailey, immigration is getting wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. Knights of Old. Have you seen the 1950s AI movie trailer of classic movies? Kind of terrifying in an illogical way, like a bad LSD trip. Uncanny Valley Nightmares. Which movie? They're all puppets, Fred says. Which movie? I love 1950s, 1960s sci-fi horror movies. The Blob is one of them. The Blob was so fucking good. Carmine, I'm going to allow that. Twitch didn't like fucktards. I think fucktards is a beautiful word. Beautiful word. Beautiful word. Congress is a revolving door of stupidity and pandering. Yeah, and it's not even revolving. How many people have you had in Congress in the United States that have been there for 30 years, 40 years, right? I talked to a friend of mine, you know, that was from New York, visiting us here and stuff like this. This is a few years ago, and he was like, Chicho, do you agree that Putin is a dictator? I'm like, what? Out of the blue, we're talking about something else, and Putin is a dictator. I'm like, what? Why is Putin a dictator? Because he's been in power this long. I'm like, dude, they have fucking elections there, more legit than can in the United States. Not only that, he has like 80% approval rating. Not only that, fucking more Russians vote than Canadians or Americans. Not only that, fucking in the United States, you have people that are in Congress fucking way longer than Putin has been in power, right? Nancy Pelosi was in fucking Schumer and all this fucking clowns, Zionist fucking puppet. They've been in power, what, 30 years? 40 years? How come the United States is not a dictatorship of Putin bad? Right? People are fucking out of their minds, man. People are out of their minds. Right? First time chat. Afternoon, you all. Quicksand GM. Salutations. Good afternoon to you as well. Fritz. I like Whitney Houston without the coke. What have you done for me lately? Whitney Houston was sad case, man. Sad, sad, sad. Miss Bloomhouse, I think technically I'm woke liberal, but I don't like labels, and I'm pretty open-minded. I don't know. I don't feel like I fit anywhere. Maybe I'm too free thinking in an extreme world. Miss Bloomhouse, I know how you feel, because I used to consider myself left, and then I saw what the left was, and I went, wait a second, wait. I ain't left. I ain't liberal. I ain't them. So we need to like, they're redefining words, right? Like, they redefine the word injection to mean something else, right? They redefine multiple words, and they still continue to do so, right? I think we have to redefine the word woke, liberal, and stuff like this. The present liberal will be considered a low IQ red rat piece of fucking motherfucking shit compared to the 1970s and 1980s liberal, right? So we have to evolve with our times, right? They forgot they never have to leave. Indeed, Mr. Izuka, yeah. Quicksand GM. Here's what I believe, as if it's a personality trait, because I read some article titled "Type of People Indeed." Carbon Zygos, and with salaries of like 200 grand, they own $50 million mansions. Yeah, where they get that fucking money, right? Quicksand, a friend told me to stop by. Your friend is very smart, and salute to your friend. Let's see. Elder God posted something. I think that's a quote. Part of an interview about wokeness. Oh, here's a quote. Part of an interview about wokeness. Quote. Essentially, the sore losers of the civil rights movement were the communists. The liberals won the civil rights movement in America. The Martin Luther King quote. I want people judged by the content, the characters, not the color of their skin. End quote. The communists disagreed with that, because if you want true equality, if you're allowing people to be judged by their character, some people will be judged better than others, and that's not equality. Equality, inequality. Yeah. Here's the thing. Fucking low IQ libtard red rats believe that equality means that everyone should be treated the same. Fuck no. Everyone should have the same rights, but they shouldn't be treated the same. They should be treated based on merit, based on their character, based on what they do, who they are, right? It's not equality for everyone, meaning everyone must get paid the same, live in the same environment, wear the same fucking clothes and all that shit. Equality means you have the same rights. End the fucking story, right? The woke don't understand that. The woke think that everyone should be treated the same, no matter if they're pissing on fucking toilet seats or not. Fuck that. Salute. First, Chicho been cursing more than my rap music. Nice. I like swear words in rap music. Yeah, Bobby messed up Whitney. Indeed. Yeah, the left wing and the right wing leads in the same vulture. This is Britain says. Salute chat, salute, Ali. Fritz. Ooh. That was Sal jumping down, chasing something. Fritz, I live in WV. West Virginia? I don't know what that is. And homes here cost 400K. The average income is 50, 60 grand a year. Sad. Dude, 400K average home in Vancouver and Victoria is $1 million or so. Fuck you. And the average salary is way less than 50K US. Fritz, Bill Burr said it best. If we are on the Titanic, men have to stay while females leave on lifeboats with kids. It's a horror story for men. It's a horror story for West Virginia. Yeah. West Virginia. Good. Oh, my cigar is getting low. And it goes on to explain, Elder God. So this is the woke stuff, and it goes on to explain how they have weaponized difference to take down the true liberals' thought intersectionality. Yeah. Woke is war. Woke is low IQ rat. Eggs. I like eggs. Protein. Eggs with mint. Very yummy. Eggs is one of the best foods you can eat. Evil to Hope, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Eggs with mint and salt. That's about it. Hello, Babity Rabbit. Salutations, first time chat. Salute. Mr. Chang on Rumble. America and NATO underestimate Russia. Yeah, NATO is fucking weak as fuck. America is fucking collapsing. And Russia is super fucking powerful. Russia went from almost nothing 8 years ago to superpower again. Quickson GM. As a non-American, I think the teachings of individuality as opposed to community is the root cause of many of the issues the US is facing. Corruption. Fritz, my mom bought a house in the 90s for 70K and we moved and they resold for 245,000. Knights of Old. Search AI 1950s Panavision trailer for the movie trailer, Chicho. Okay, if you can, brother, link it up on our Gilded. When I go through this live stream to edit out segments, I'll probably catch this, but just in case. Okay, let's smoke the end of our cigar. How we're doing for time? Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're into 2 hours. We're gonna go a little extra because we ain't done with the cigar yet. We're gonna smoke it all the way to the end because it's super delicious. Super delicious. Very yummy. Very yummy. Nice. Salute. Well, here comes Via. Jumps down. It's hot for the kitty cats. Knights of Old. There are many. Some really interesting stuff, but scary. Indeed, I agree. Trident 986. Hey, brother. Hope all is well and that life is good with you and those you care about. Indeed. Salute to everyone, gang. And Trident, welcome back to our live stream. Knights of Old, like fever dreams, parallel dimensions. Yeah, it's like the EC comics from the golden age of comics, right? 1940s and 50s. The stories that were being told in EC comics until comic book code kicked in, censorship kicked in, were mind expanding. They were brilliant. That's why centralized power tried to eliminate them, right? Censored them, canceled them, and they succeeded. They bankrupted multiple companies that were sharing some of the greatest stories ever told, right? That's one, for me, I hated censorship from the 1990s when I found out about what happened with comic books, with the comic book code kicked in. Anti-censorship fucking to my fucking bone marrow, right? Fuck that noise. Quicks. The traditional sense of family means nothing and coats everything in selfishness. Agreed. Anymore. Yeah. Your Twitch chat is going mad. Elder God. Knights of Old, yeah, well, I'm not really active on Discord. We're on Gilded because Discord started seriously censoring servers. Like they kicked out Old Age Farmer, for fuck's sakes. So as soon as they did that, Aldegal contacted me, and we went on the Gilded server because, as far as we know, Gilded is not censoring, and they've left us alone, right? But we left Discord. Discord is a censored platform. Fuck it. We're not gonna put any more time into that, right? Oh my god, who's at Discord? Indeed, Knights of Old Comic on CensorTube, right? So we're on Gilded. Fuck Discord. 2 years ago, Microsoft wanted to buy them out for $5 billion, and they said no. Right now, the company's not even fucking worth $1 billion. Not even fucking that. It's garbage. Right? Garbage. This is Britain. So did you used to be a comic artist? Not an artist, just a publisher and collector. I didn't know. What was your artist name? No, I didn't. I never created art. I did touch ups on some of the pages because I was publishing it. I needed to meet deadlines and stuff. But I did a stint of publishing comic books. I wanted to get into publishing, and I did. So, and then I got censored. They refused to carry our books because I submitted to Diamond. At the time when I was doing this, there were like 12 main comic book distribution companies, right? The main two being Capital and Diamond. Now Marvel Comics bought Capital after the fact, right? But Capital Comics and Diamond Distributors were the two main distributors, comic book distributors, right? And there was like 10 other ones, localized ones. I submitted our comic books to all of them, and initially I was going to hit the scene with 4 comic books, right? 3, I can't remember, 3 or 4, right? So I submitted the comics we were going to publish, right? All the distributors accepted all the comics that we're going to publish, except the main one, which was Diamond Distributors. And there was a superhero comic book. There was sort of a apocalyptic comic book. So superhero comic book was what do you call Mortal Coil. Apocalyptic one called Starry Night. There was a sort of a skater thrasher one. Like this is a thrash band metal that were hardcore skaters that were making a comic book, fucking beautiful. Decided to publish that one. It was apocalyptic too, where the United States has split up into like 4 different regions, 5 different regions. And then there was an LGBTQ comic book series, right? Diamond Distributors refused to carry all of them. Main reason being because we had the LGBTQ comic book series, and the artist working on it, he said, "Oh, they might not carry it." I said, "Oh man, what the fuck? It's a comic book. They're distributed. They have to carry it." I didn't know about censorship back then, not on this level, and they censored the fucking book. They refused to carry it. I was like, "What the fuck? What are you fucking talking about? You refuse to carry? You're a distributor. I'm printing a comic book, and it's at par with some of the artwork was rough. There's no doubt about it. But what the fuck? I've seen comic books that were way rougher than that they carried, but they refused to carry it. Not only that, they refused to carry the other 3 titles too, right? And the other, well, Mortal Coil they carried later, but Starry Night and Eye for an Eye, they're Eye for an Eye, right? They refused to carry it. I was like, what the fuck? And Eye for an Eye and Starry Night, 100%. The artwork was amazing, the story was amazing. there was no reason for them not to carry it. But then they banded it together. LGBTQ comic book I was publishing, superhero, first continuing series. I was so fucking pissed, man. I spent a shitload of money trying to contact comic book stores and directly sell to them and stuff, but it didn't work, right? I went to major debt, I had to pay all that shit back, but learned a fucking hard lesson, man. If you're pro free speech, right? If you're anti-censorship, you got to be anti-censorship on anything, and fuck monopolies, right? And at the time, what happened was there was distributor wars taking place. So all the other 12 distributors, when Capital got bought up by Marvel, and the other 10 distributors sort of disappeared. So basically, the only distributor that was distributing to all the comic book stores, Diamond Comics, wasn't carrying the comic book I was publishing, or any of the other comic books I was publishing. So they fucked me over. So, long story short, fuck censorship, fuck monopolies, fuck pieces of shit that centralize power. End the fucking story. Alright? Mr. Chang, globalists completely destroy foundations and sovereignty of US, including Western world. Indeed, 100%. Miss Blunas. Ali, have you thought about writing a movie script? If you had to, what genre would it be? Thank you. If I was going to write a movie script, it would either be related to geopolitics, economics and geopolitics, or sci-fi. But not interested. Not interested. I'd rather create math content. This is Britain. So where can we get your comics now? Just from me every now and then through our you can buy some of it online. If you do Go-Go Boy, the LGBTQ one was called Go-Go Boy, Go-Go Boy comic book series, and the comic book was called Mermaid Publications. If you look online on eBay, there's a hand, not even like 3 or 4 or 5 that are listed on there. They're pretty expensive. And every now and then, every year, I do auctions, and I bring out my own comic books and auction them off. I don't have that many left. I don't think we did auctioning of mermaid comics during last year's auction, but maybe we will this year. They're rare, fucking rare as fuck. Incredibly important as far as I'm concerned, right? The first superhero LGBTQ comic book series, continuous series comic book series. There were other LGBTQ comic books out there, like gay comics and stuff like this, but they weren't superhero. It was like a Flash. Like the superhero was Super Speed, Flash, like introduced the invisible lesbian, and a bunch of, like, we had some people that the LGBTQ community embraced us. Like, went to Denver twice to do a comic book convention, and then hooked up with the LGBTQ community down there, and we went back the following year, where the main nightclub in Denver, Colorado, that was an LGBTQ gay club back then. You're saying gay club back then. They did a special event where people dressed up as just new superheroes, and in their own costumes, and they said what their things were, and they did like it was super cool actually. It was a great party where they did runway sort of dressed up in this hero, and we said that whoever won, we would introduce them in the comic book series, but we never got around to it because I ran out of money. I couldn't print any more books. Right? So it was super cool. Invisible lesbian. Oh my god, I can't say what I'm thinking, Elder God. Yeah, incredibly important. I asked the creator of the comic book why he said invisible lesbian, like what was the meaning behind that, and he said basically lesbian felt invisible because when people said gay, they always associated with gay men, right? So gay men had a serious standing in society, but lesbians didn't. So a lot of lesbians felt invisible, right? I was like, oh, interesting. So I learned a lot about the gay lesbian community when I was doing the comic book. It was my first exposure to it, really. And for me, I love everything. I love people, right? For me, it didn't matter if they were gay, lesbian, straight, not. But that doesn't matter, right? To me, it was just interesting. And then I had to start dealing with censorship and started realizing what the fuck was going on, right? It was a great awakening moment regarding censorship and control and monopolies and stuff. Yeah. Ali, I know about the Internet Archive for sure, right? Miss Bloom, Chicho, how does one handle the feeling of hopelessness with government and society? Obviously, we want things to change, but it feels like we can't really do much because the problem is so large. Start decoupling yourself from the current system, from centralized system. I started a long time ago. Like, I don't feel attached to the government at all, right? So I decoupled myself from the current geopolitical economic system a long time ago. It's a long process. It's a long process. Generate revenue income that's not through the government. Build communities. Become independent. Don't listen to corporate media news, like, at all. Look at politicians and what they are. Pieces of motherfucking shit, right? Majority of them, 99% of them, right? Just paid lackeys, right? That don't have your interest in mind. Decentralize. Can't say that enough. This is Britain. I just checked eBay. The cheapest is expensive. It's called "We Will Not Be Labeled." It will cost me £22.50. Yeah, Great Britain. Yeah, that's issue number 2. White label with Go-Go Boy standing there. It's a beautiful cover, actually. It's a beautiful cover. Yeah. It's rare. It's important, historically important comic book in the comic book universe. Yeah, Miss Bloom has create your own community, essentially. I like that. Yeah. Decouple yourself from any centralized communities. Fritz, skin color or sexuality doesn't bother me. What people do behind closed doors is none of my business. 100%. If they don't try to shove it down my throat, fucking live your life, man. Salute, gang. We finished our cigar. We're 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Let's see what Mr. Chang says on Rumble. Do you think South Korea and Japan keep allies with US and Japan? I think so. Or it will change the future. And what are thoughts South Korea government selling weapons to Eastern Europe? Yeah, South Korea and Japan are basically US puppets. They can't decouple themselves from the United States until the United States does the full Roman Empire collapsing. Then they'll decouple, and it's going to be serious turmoil involved and economic issues. We're on that road, but it's going to take a few years. Right? Gang, let's call the stream. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you want to know what this work is about, we're on Patreon, Substack, Subscribestar. You can follow the work there. We do have a Gilded server. You're definitely welcome to join us in Gilded and share your thoughts. Join our little community. Right? Fun place to be. We are live streaming on Twitch, on Rumble, and on CensorTube. Hopefully soon to be on BitChute and Odyssey. So join us on those platforms. We do upload the audio of some of these live streams on soundcloud.com/Chicho as a podcast, and this podcast should be available on your favorite podcasting platform, including Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, whatever it is, right? We are on Twitter, X, we're on Minds, we're on VK, we're on Truth Social, we're on Substack Notes, and we are on Getter. Yeah, no D. We're on Gilded. Much love all. I enjoyed the discussion today. Indeed, me too. It was a pleasure being back on the patio. Fritz, have a good day, Chicho. It's been real. The stream was awesome. Awesome, Ali. Awesome. Bonjour for now. Bonjour. This is Great Britain. Salute, gang. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Don't forget Mother's Day tomorrow. Respect to the mothers, man. Respect to the mothers. The people that gave birth to you, not the ones that are pissing on toilet seats. Happy Mother's Day, gang. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Most likely we'll be streaming maybe Monday and Tuesday, most definitely next weekend. Salute, gang.